At Saga Squared, we believe storytelling isn't just about what you say, it's about who says it. The storyteller behind a brand determines not just how a story is told, but whether the audience believes it at all. A powerful brand story doesn't come from a script. It comes from a source. The founder, the ambassador, the face of the movement. If that person embodies the truth of the story, it lands. If they don't, it falls apart. Let's look at two brands, one that got it completely right and one that got it disastrously wrong, all because of who was holding the pen. When story and storyteller are aligned, Patagonia. Patagonia's story isn't just marketing, it's mission-driven from the top down. And that's because of one man, Yvon Chouinard. How the storyteller made the brand real. Chouinard wasn't a corporate exec trying to cash in on sustainability. He was a dirtbag climber who lived the life Patagonia represents. His values, anti-consumption, environmental activism, quality over quantity, were built into the brand from day one. His personal credibility meant Patagonia could take radical storytelling risks, like the "Don't Buy This Jacket" campaign, without being seen as hypocritical. Execution that reinforced the story. When Patagonia pledged 1% of revenue to the planet, it wasn't a PR move, it was a lifetime commitment from the founder. When Patagonia fought fast fashion, it backed it up with repair programs and resale initiatives like Wornwear. And finally, when Chouinard gave away the company in 2022 to fight climate change, it cemented Patagonia as more than a brand. It became a movement. Why it worked? Patagonia's story was bulletproof because its founder was the story. When he spoke about environmental responsibility, it wasn't corporate fluff. It was deeply personal and undeniably true. When the story is sabotaged by the storyteller, WeWork. At its peak, WeWork was valued at $47 billion. It was supposed to revolutionize how we work, live, and collaborate. But there was just one problem. The storyteller was a fraud. How the storyteller broke the brand. Adam Neumann positioned himself as a visionary leader, a disruptor, a new age Steve Jobs, but behind the scenes, he was bleeding the company dry. He sold WeWork as a tech revolution, but it was just real estate with free beer. He preached community, shared success, and mindfulness, but personally cashed out $700 million before the company collapsed. Execution that destroyed the story. He convinced investors that WeWork was a tech company, yet profits never existed. The company branded itself around transparency and trust, but Neumann was secretly buying buildings and leasing them back to WeWork for personal gain. When it all unraveled, employees were left jobless, while Neumann walked away with a golden parachute. Why it failed. WeWork's story wasn't the problem. It was who was telling it. People bought into Neumann's charisma, but when his hypocrisy was exposed, the entire brand collapsed. The lesson: the wrong storyteller can kill the right story. A brand can have the perfect narrative, but if the person behind it isn't credible, the world will see through it. Authenticity isn't something you can fake. So next time you craft a brand story, ask yourself, who should be telling this story? Is it the founder, the employees, or the customers? Do they live it or just say it? Can they stand behind it when tested? If the storyteller disappeared, would the story still hold up? At Saga Squared, we help brands tell stories that don't just sound good, they stand the test of time, because the right message needs the right voice behind it. If your brand story doesn't have the right storyteller, you get noise. Kendall Jenner and Pepsi. Corporate activism at its most clueless, making a global issue feel like a branding exercise. Lies. Elizabeth Holmes and Theranos, spinning a billion-dollar illusion until the truth caught up. Dangerous ideas. Adam Neumann and WeWork, selling a utopian vision while quietly pocketing millions. Illusions of success. Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX. Praised as the future of crypto until the fraud surfaced. Hollow engagement. Mark Zuckerberg and the metaverse, preaching connection while creating a product nobody asked for. Short-term hype. Elon Musk and Twitter, chaotic leadership turning a once powerful platform into a volatile experiment. In other words, you get anything but the real story. Saga Squared, where stories get their edge. Your story isn't broken, it's just waiting to be told right. Get in touch today at www.sagasquared.com.